Hi everyone, and welcome to this betting preview of Ireland up against France. It's a Six Nations round 4 match taking place in Dublin on Sunday. Well, we'll pop straight onto the tables. While I'm doing that, I encourage you to go down below this video and subscribe to the channel. Click on the little bell, make sure you don't miss any of our videos going forward. Let's have a look at the table. As Ireland and France, we see Ireland in third, France down in fourth. Now 3 points separate the two. Ireland still have an outside chance of winning the Six Nations. They will need some other results to go their way. They play Wales at home in their final match. Let's pop across to BetOlimp, our featured bookmaker for this particular match. I'm on betolimp.co.za. I've clicked on Rugby Union and I'm through the Six Nations. We have a look at here. We got Ireland trading pretty short at 1.14. It's actually 0.14 to 1 the way I normally do the betting. We've got the draw 20 to 1. And just under 5 to 1, you've got France. Ireland minus 14.5 at 9 to 10. So that's where the handicap set. They have a quick look at some of the other markets. They've got the half-time, full-time Ireland at 3 to 10. And then you could get something like, for example, France to lead at half-time and Ireland to come back, and that's at just around 4.25 to 1. Going down, you've got winning margins at half-time. But I'll probably be sticking to something on the handicap here. I do have a bit of a fancy. But first, let's go on to the Lesson website, lesson.co.za, pick and go, a great website for reading rugby, form and international rugby. I'm going to have a look at Ireland. I'm going to have a look at France. And I want to see their home matches that they've played against each other. So we will pick those up now. Ireland, of course, have played 2, lost 1. The loss came in week 1, a big shock. They were 9-point favourites to England. They went down by 12. They then beat Scotland by 9 in Edinburgh. And had a few problems, should I say, seen off the Italians in Rome. A bit of a disappointing performance that by the Irish. They did eventually win by 10 points. Let's go on to France's form. Well, they lost to Wales despite having a big half-time lead at home. They were then hammered by England by 36 points at Twickenham and came out and beat Scotland quite convincingly, 27-10 last time out. The Scottish, though, were missing a few players. Onto the head-to-head form, you'll see the last 2 meetings between the sides. Ireland have won by 10 points in 2017 and by 7 points in 2015. Then there was a draw, and prior to that, France had done quite well. What you will notice about these last 3 games is that they've been very low scoring. In fact, 29 points is the highest we've had between these 3 sides the last 3 times they've met in Ireland. So let's pop back onto BetOlimp. There are no points lines up yet, and that will be the same at all bookmakers. It normally comes out about 24 hours before the game. If you do want to see where I'm going on the points line, you can log on to the Good for the Game site. You'll see we got a Super Rugby and a Six Nations thread here. If I click on the last post, it will take us to one of our stalwart punters, Southpaw. Let's see what he's gone for. Probably a Super Rugby bet. And yes, let's see, Coyle has come in subsequent to that. But we've got Southpaw there, Blues minus 14. We'll just track down a little bit and see Coyle saying he thoroughly enjoyed the handicap show, and he's having his biggest bet of the season on the Reds Plus. But there will be some Six Nations tips in there soon as well. For now, though, I do think that France can catch Ireland on the handicap. Ireland don't seem to be at their best at the moment. So I'm going with a small nibble on France plus 14.5. Thanks for watching this video. I'll put links up to some of the other shows that might interest you, including this week's handicap, which takes place every Thursday night at 9 o'clock. And I get together with a panel of guys. We go out live and we talk about the weekend Super Rugby and Six Nations betting. Thanks very much for watching. Subscribe if not yet done.